Hey, hey, they ain't like us, baby. Happy Friday. We back for another quick cap on another round, baby. Okay, we here. Come on in. How y'all doing today? Show me some love. Okay, we getting started with a little, a little bit, a little something, help get my petty out because I feel like I'm embodied by petty by this episode. You know what I'm saying? So I got to release a little bit so I can maybe drop some gems up in there and not just be petty the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Because I might be hearing whop, them up. Yes, I feel like I'm back in high school by this episode, y'all. Okay, so that's why I had to calm down a little bit because this episode gave me high school vibes. I don't know about y'all, but it definitely gave me. We playing high school games, a telephone, not minding our business, and when in high school you got your crushes and you got your not so much crushes, but you just don't know how to tell either one of them how you really feel. Yeah, that's how I feel about this episode. So let's get up on here. Excuse me. Let's get up in here, and do me a favor. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Just take that moment. Go ahead, hit the tip jar one time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start making these drinks. Okay, I got y'all. I got y'all. Don't worry. I'm gonna make the drink. Okay, and have faith in your girl. But hit the tip jar for me right now. Okay. If you haven't done that already, subscribe to the channel. And go ahead, tell a friend to come on down. You know what I'm saying? We have a good time around here. We like to carry on, kiki a little bit, talk about these episodes, all the foolery, the tomfoolery, and sometimes the good stuff that happens inside of them. It's few and far between, but we like to talk about them anyway. Let me go ahead and bring my other bartender up with me. You know what I'm saying? Come on in here, Elsie. How you doing today, girl?
I'm good. I'm good. Yes, high school. It's the Petty Olympics.
It's called new makeup, not a new boo. But trying new makeup things. Okay, I'm playing around. All right. Now I might be trying to make a new boo. You know, I've been watching this other show, so it's got me inspired. I'm inspired to review it, so I will be. You know, hello, everybody that is coming in. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are all here with us today. We are going to have a good time and possibly for amount of time, long time, and to the club end. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? To the club end or till Shay come busting in and wop upside Josh's head. I have no clue on when we're gonna be done, but we're gonna be done at some point. So don't worry. We'll get you up and out of here on a decent hour so y'all can go to bed, I guess. I don't know what y'all do on Friday nights. What do y'all do? I'll be out until about 2:30 in the morning. So no, I have not talked about it yet, but I will be because I have seen some things. I'm glad I waited. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Don't worry. Probably get into that tomorrow. You gonna go to bed after this? All right. Resting. Everybody's resting and go to bed. Elsie, what you doing after this?
It depends on what time the lights come on in the club. Does it come on at 2 in the morning? Then we head into Waffle House.
Okay.
If
Is
if if it don't, then I'll probably just go watch some TV and catch up on some stuff.
and if the lights come on and that glow from your man's bald head hit you, then what?
Why is a glow hitting him? The lights are on.
That's what I said. When the lights come on, the glow from oh, you trying to lights out him. Okay, I see you. I see you. You trying to get some sleep support?
I want some support, but we ain't sleeping. we talking about positions in this episode too, so
I'm saying.
it
Talk
ain't
about some
about sleep
positions.
support.
It talked about if somebody gonna give some sleep support or not. A few people on the fence on it. I don't know. Whew, I don't know. Mm. I don't revamp my teeth, and now I'm up here acting out. Sorry, y'all. Uh, anything stand out of this episode that you would like to highlight before we get into it?
I'd like to highlight that I feel nothing.
Oh, that's how I felt when I heard it too. Oh. Well, it's just a confirmation that he needed, because he said he don't think he made her lady parts tingle anyway. So,
but he feels he did. That's the you special. Yeah. Oh well, we'll get there. I got lots to say about when we think we have made an impact and there's not even a fizzle.
yeah, not even.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I was in there. I pulled it in. Yeah. It's like, yeah. No.
Is that? Oh, damn. Oh, I hate that these episodes, and I'm doing these quick caps so back to back right after. I gotta stock up on my clips because it just gives me I've had better from liar. I need that little clip to insert right there. I've had better.
No, it's giving me they all were better.
It's the dad's fault.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, no, no. Daddy can do no wrong. So I'm not blaming him for anything.
That's what I'm saying. The dad came in and made her forget all about little Aaron and stuff. Now she got careless whispers of the dad. And they're never going to dance again. But they don't have no guilty feet because ain't nobody getting none.
Because he ain't got no rhythm.
Ooh.
He ain't got no rhythm.
I guess they should stay a friend. Damn, the remix is hurting. The remix is hurting. George Michaels is appalled right now. He is offended. He is like, I never thought I would see this day that we could never dance again, and we didn't even have the proper first dance.
Well, we'll get there because I got lots to say.
Well, no dirty dancing for them. Anyways, the episode started off where we left off. Millie and Greg in a session. Now, do we want to go? Is it fair enough for us to say editing got us good? Or do we still feel like Millie was still like, this is my moment?
Oh, I stand 10 toes down on that. Because the stiff arm of the pat, yeah, I feel you. Oh, that was not comforting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm standing on that business because it was, I need to pat you, but yeah, you are taking my time. This is my therapy session. Yes, she asked you, but you didn't have to share. But it still felt cold and stiff. And maybe she just can't commiserate, but it was okay, yeah, sweetie. There was, even after the fact on the couch, he had to pull her in. She was just sitting over there away from him. She was acting like how Jody acts with Aaron J. It was, Lord, I was like, are you really feeling, or are you realizing the camera's there so you have to kind of say, okay, that was nice of you to share. She didn't hold his hand or nothing. It was thanks for sharing. Yeah. Stiff arm. Thanks for sharing.
It's funny because I did write in my notes, but it was for a little bit later, that Jody and Millie are like, has a lot in common. They have a lot in common. They just don't realize, and it is really funny that Millie liked to call Jody out for not being a good woman. But they were one the same, they just execute differently. Let's put it like that. Their delivery on things is different. How they react to things is different, but they actually show up kind of the same. Now, I'm not going to personally stand on 10, even though my dark arts is going to take me back to 10. But I got little trust issues like Shay, baby. I don't be trusting everything I see. Now, this is the reason I take a toe or two back. And then it's gonna also be the reason I put the toe and two back down there so I can stand on my 10. Okay. When she did like this to the side, I was like, I seen her blink a couple of times. Now I was wondering if this is an actual moment that hits her and she was having a teary eye moment, which would make it very genuine. And she's kind of expressive. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt that she might be kind of expressive with facials and things like that. So therefore, when they catch certain facials, it's gonna look like she just looking crazy and all this stuff. We've had this in the past with a few people. They very expressive in the face and they tell us, the editing just catches them all the time. However, I was thinking in my dark arts in that same moment, what if she goes down here and just like, I know this Negro didn't just steal my goddamn moment.
Or she keeps looking down expressionless.
Yeah, I was just like, is she gathering her thoughts or she's just trying to refrain from I feel your pain as well?
I don't know what it is, but she was expressionless, just looking down. She'll look over and then she'll just look down, no expression. So, if you want to take and only do 8 toes and say maybe she was feeling something, maybe, but
I'm kind of waddling in the sand. I'm on, I'm not balanced all the way. I'm there, but I'm not fully balanced. I'm not standing on full business. I'm like, a partnership. I'm not a full LLC right now. I'm just at a partnership. I don't know. I'm depending on others, but
it was a stiff arm for me. It's like, okay, isn't that special? That's what I got.
The NFL play. Okay, chair. I'm trying to get you up off of this thing. What is you touching back here that's squeaking?
I was like, mm-mm. I was like, where's the compassion? Where's the hole in his hand? Like he put his hand, on hers when she was sharing. I was like, she kept looking down. No expression. It's like, girl.
Now, is there, because I probably because of how I've gone through things and how I've processed them. I'm in a different stage than she is in, so I can't fully relate to if I heard things when I was in a more raw stage. But I also too can go into probably an expressive list manner. However, I know like you have to be around me. You'll know that there's compassion coming off of me, but I could probably have a blank look on my face. Still no for you?
Okay. Only because she's so expressive. She's so expressive.
That is true. That is true.
And this is the first time he's sharing this with anyone. And it's like, okay. I did not feel the love tonight.
I get it. Like I say, I'm wading the waters right now because I was trying to decide if she's actually having a teary-eyed moment or did she just go down there and just be like, I cannot believe this Negro here. And then came back up like, shoot, the cameras are still rolling, so let me get it back together. Sometimes when you had them little moments where you want to laugh at the joke in improv, but you can't, so you got to bring it down real quick and come back up. Like, so I wasn't sure where we was going with it. And I do agree, the talk after gave me no reassurance. It gave me no reassurance. Because I feel like she's still like, this was supposed to be my moment. And you're over here feeling like, I got something off my chest, yet I still have everything on mine. I'm supposed to dump my stuff on you.
I'm trying not to be strong anymore, and now you're giving me more stuff to carry. Yeah. It was I was not feeling her compassion in that. And maybe, as Jay Say So said, maybe that's all she had to give. And that is fine if that's all she had to give. Then that was all that I saw.
Well, thank you, Jay. So say so, because I guess that's putting it in better terms than what I was trying to get at. I can only give you what I have in me or whatnot. However, we'll shift it a little bit because I want to stay on Millie, but I do want to shift it to another scene which caught my eye on Millie. And I was just like, Again, it made me realize that Millie and Jody has things in common, but I feel like because Jody is getting things that Millie desires, i.e., a tentative man,
Mm,
a man that kind of goes out of his way to do things for his lady,
mm,
like even learn how to dance again.
mm.
I wish I could play the clip for y'all, but they be hating on me, so I gotta wait till it gets on YouTube to be even try to play it. However, I don't know if y'all caught the expressions that she kept making when she was giving Aaron his flowers for doing all the things, and she kept repeating, "You're that's cool, bro. That you're good, bro. Like you're a good man, bro. Like," but kept making those slight little jabs. It's good that she has a man like you, like even though she don't deserve it, she don't this that, and it's funny. It's like why she don't deserve it. In some regards, your man is standing by you, trying to stand by your side, and you don't appreciate him just the same.
Is the grass greener?
Only where you water it.
Mm. Seems like she watering Jody's man.
Weren't we all Jody for watering somebody else's man?
Oh, oh, you mean, she's doing exactly what she said was not correct in a relationship? Mm,
Mm,
okay.
all right. Well, ain't that the kettle calling the pot? Mm.
Mm, 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 mm.
Well, I guess we should have more empathy for Jody as we move forward. Then coming from Millie, not us. And we should have some
Uh,
more empathy. us,
okay.
us, we're in a different category.
I was about to
we
say I had empathy for Jody. I can commiserate with Jody. That's my girl. That's more on par like me. I've been had empathy for Jody. I was like, wait a minute.
the way she dismiss him. Okay, I see her. I see her Black Widow in this now. I didn't think she was a man killer at first, but okay, praying mantis. I see you, ma'am. All right. Mm. Okay, but before we shift from Millie and Greg, we did have the game that they didn't do so well at. Listen, I tried to write all these things and then I realized they started skipping and I couldn't get all the questions. They would just start jumping to some stuff. I was like, y'all gonna be disrespectful. So I don't know. I got half the questions. I got some of the questions. Didn't really matter because clearly they didn't do so well. And she's been planning for his birthday, which coming up in the next another week, and he don't remember hers. So it led us to the men's conversation and the women's conversation after the game. And some of the things that was said there is even though Greg, and this is me writing my notes, okay, so it's not technically what was said, so don't quote me. Even though Greg lacks knowledge of her, he wants to have a mental connection with Millie. It's not about the physical thing for him. It's trying to be the mental thing. And I was just like, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Because you forgot all the things, including her birthday.
That's okay. How these people barely know each other. There are people married years and he or she doesn't remember the person's birthday, but they remember the month. I was like, that's like some long-standing relationships. It's this month, right? Your birthday is this month, right? And sometimes you gotta ask your mama or a friend exactly what day it is. So that whole thing, oh, you need to remember my birthday. We, I have a tendency to remember birthdays, but a lot of birthdays, if you're not immediate family, I got to put it in my calendar. Or thank you, Facebook, for the birthday reminders, because I would not know when some birthdays are. But your significant other, I just remember it because I'm about birthdays. But if you're not about birthdays, and I have quite a few friends who are not, you just, that's how it is. But he remembered the month.
Mhm.
Instead of 365, he brought it down to a good 30.
Maybe 31.
Maybe 31. I forgot what month it was.
You don't
But
remember
she
the
ain't
month.
mine.
You know, I think it's January, so it might be 31. I can't remember. Something with a J.
Yeah.
July, January.
Right, June. I don't know. But
Like coming up soon. I have no clue.
right. He's like, I got 30 to 31 days to get this right.
My man celebrates like me all month long. Don't worry, baby. From July 1st all the way to the 31st, baby, I got you.
Yes.
I got you, boo.
Yes.
This is your month. Hello. See, most men be trying to just plan for the day. Your man planning for the whole month. Take it, baby. But then it also led me to believe that do we as couples or people going into relationships actually express the things that is most important to us? Because I actually do have a friend that's going through the same dilemma right now about, because for her birthdays is important, but for her partner it's not. Or right now well, I would say it's not, because I don't think the partner actually cares like that, but they do it because of her. So now that when she's trying to plan her partner's birthdays, it's contingency because the partner is not on it as the way she is. It's like, I'm already at my birthday party and I'm trying to plan theirs before, because theirs is before mine's and stuff, and they're not helping. And I'm just like, calm down. That's your thing, though. The thing is about you and your planning. If they don't like birthdays, why are you making a big deal for them?
But then you're not planning the birthday for them. You're planning the birthday for you.
Yeah, it's a big deal because she's getting her birthday and things. So she wants to get their birthday because their birthday is before hers.
Right, but in planning her partner's celebration, she's planning it the way she wants, her own, not necessarily how the partner wants to celebrate.
No, she's actually, what the thing is she's trying to ask the partner, what do you want? And the partner's giving, I'm not really caring. And then it's like, oh, well, here's the basics. I want these people here, something mild, nothing too big or whatever. And it's because it's not just coming out, I got this plan, this I want, because that's how they do their birthday.
Gotcha.
She feels some type of way. That's where the miscommunication comes from, because it's like, you're not giving me the that I want. You're not giving me the I'm behind it, that spark that you're on your own birthday that I do for mine. So
the dark artist in me will have you running through hoops. You want something to do? Okay, I need 6 llamas.
Okay, Bria.
I want a petting zoo. You want something to do? I need 2 clowns and some a hot air balloon. I will have you going through hoops. It don't need for me.
Exactly.
I don't need all that. How about some peace? Can I have some peace? Can I have this past birthday I had a spa day. Can I just have that? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And that I plan my spa day, I schedule it and everything. And then hubby is like, what you doing for the spa day? And I said, okay. He's like, here, it's covered. That's fine for me. You don't need to plan a huge thing. Just pay for it.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with 2 things I said in the chat. Tina Bree first said that it's kind of like paying attention to the other one's love language. And really, that's really what it is you start, the more time we spend, no matter if it's just over the phone, face to face or whatever, when you actually care about somebody, you do start paying attention to the things that make them happy, and you do try to oblige those things. Now, are you doing it because you also are happy to do it, or you're just doing it out of love for that person? Because now, are you inconveniencing yourself to a degree to try to keep your person happy? So I feel like we should still have these conversations too on the little things you want to say. If and this is what Lachey says, that is not about he didn't remember her favorite. He didn't remember her birthday, but he remembered her favorite sex position. You know what I'm saying? And a couple people are saying it's the little things that count. Well, if it's the little things that count, maybe it should be a point for me to tell you what little things matter to me, so you know that they count. If I don't never tell you how big I am with birthdays, and we actually never really hang around for my birthday, or you don't watch me go through the planning stage of my birthday and see how big of a deal it is. Well, to you, it might not be a big deal. These people, they have to remember, yes, I've known each other for 3 years, but what are we talking about in that time? You got Shay, to be honest with you, Shay and Josh is only getting the most because 12 years, I should know a lot by then. But like you said, Elle said, there's people that be married to each other and still don't realize a lot of things about their partner. So what conversations are we having? And I just suggest that, if we are, certain things are big to us, if you're big on religion, you're big on birthdays, you're big on like certain places to eat at a certain day of the week, those probably should be things that are addressed in the dating and courting phase of your relationship. So therefore you won't have disappointment. And you also know if your person's actually paying attention to you enough and wanting to do these things for you. Hell, someone might like it.
Well, it also depends on retention and recall. Greg may just not recall the birthday. He got the month. I mean, I'm going to give him props on that because, heck, they've only just met up with each other. He doesn't even know she's planning a birthday party for him. He doesn't know how she does birthdays. Unless she expressed it to him. We don't know. But my birthday and stuff like that, you remembering it? But I will help you remember. There is a large calendar in the kitchen that crosses out the dates, and there's a big red star on that day. So you know it's coming. I'll help you remember. I'll help you pass by every day knowing, oh, it's the month. I see a star. That means somebody in the house's birthday is important this month. I will help you.
Hey, listen, it be in people's Evite. You gonna get an Evite every year. You gonna get something every year that says it's my birthday. You gonna know if that's important to you. I just feel like Millie was being a bit hard because even when the questions were directed at first, I had to pay attention. So I was like, are all these questions directed for the women? And then I realized they're not all directed for the women. Some of them are directed to the men. And you got those wrong. Why you was talking about he ain't paying attention? Now, yes, I probably agree that, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and pick women as one of your pastime hobbies. Like, the hell? What the hell do you mean? I'll be looking at you sideways. What do you mean by women is your pastime hobby? I can't remember if that was the exact question, but it seemed like it was. I don't remember. But I was just like, why is your answer women?
He sounded like Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sounded like Chris. Your hobby, women are a hobby. Women are a hobby. That's giving F boy all the way. Women are a hobby. Okay, I see you. See, all these things, I'll just remember your answers and I see you. I see what you're trying to tell me. But, Greg was like trying. Or at least he sounded or looked like he was really trying, making an effort. Oh my gosh, he just failed on quite a few things.
Yeah, I just feel like this was both ways, and it was just the fact that she kept looking at it like, oh, he's just getting all the answers wrong. It's like you both getting the answers wrong because you're not matching each other. And the one thing I do agree with is just mentally y'all not aligned.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to take a little bit more, and it actually comes through communication, which was funny to me why everybody was over here looking at Aaron and Jody surprised. But those two communicate. That's one thing they don't fall short on. Now they might fall short on anything physical, but talking they gonna do. Poor little Aaron, poor little Tink Tink. He just can't get right. My little poor little can't get right.
Greg did say that getting the answer wrong does not mean he has failed.
It does in Millie's eyes. If Millie is holding the test, baby, it's a fail.
But that was a great way of thinking of it, and that was a great way of like, yeah, I lost, but I didn't lose.
Well, you know what? You can always flip that, and I'm not mad at Greg for thinking that way because that means it's like, oh wow, I can look forward to getting know more of you. There's still a lot of you that I need to explore.
Yeah, that
outside of the
sounds.
bedroom. Well, if
That's
he
right.
wants the mental connection outside of the bedroom.
I was like, wait a minute, you sound like a pickup. Sound
Yeah,
like a
it
pickup.
was a pickup because he's trying to explore more in the bedroom, but I need him to be outside the bedroom with it. Now, maybe he has the most deep conversations inside the bedroom because some people like to talk during, you know what I'm saying? And then, after they got post nut clarity, they would like to have all the conversation in the world. Maybe if he has post nut clarity, okay, so hear me out, because it's gonna sound real bad when I say it. But when you train a dog, you know that you gotta tire the dog out before you get the training part start. So that means you gotta go on long walks, you gotta let the dog run around, play around, do all this stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying that Greg is a dog any more or any less than we have met him from the start. All I'm saying is, with some people, when they get their post nut clarity, they mind muscles relax as well. So now they can intake more information than they were prior to. So, if he is on his doggy dog walk path, you know what I'm saying, you might have to tire him out and then have the conversation of all the things you like, and he might remember then. I don't know. I don't know what type of man he is. And what am I pausing for, Ari? I'm talking about a man. I ain't about to pause. I don't know. I'm just thinking scientific terms. Maybe.
Well,
Maybe
maybe
more.
Millie equates knowing those answers means effort. But what Millie may not know that we certainly know is that a player will definitely remember those answers.
Oh
A
yeah.
player will know you inside and out, and you swear you connected at the hip when they are just out for your goodies.
So here's a good question. Do you think Millie would be setting herself up for that type of individual? And then when it don't go right, be mad and blame him?
Heck yeah. An emotional F boy will have Millie wrapped around his finger until he disposes of her. Unfortunately, because if that's the type of connection she's looking for, oh, you need to remember my birthday. Oh, you need to remember this. Da da da. He got the answers already from this show, and he will pour into her, and she will feel they are connected. He knows my birthday. He sent me stuff. Oh my gosh. Da da da. And guess what? It means nothing for him. It will be, flip, Uno reverse Jody and Aaron J.
Or you get you a stage 5 clinger and then you be mad at that end too.
That too. Because oh, Millie with a stage 5 clinger? No. She may think she want one with the way Aaron J is attentive. A stage 5 clinger, I break out in hives.
Child, stage 3. I'm like, oh, because Aaron J is kind of stage 3-ish. He
Mm,
kind of stage 3-ish. He don't sit up under you. He don't feel like he got to sit up under you, but the way he's trying to overly compensate and do things to win her favor, he borderline that if you may give him the cookies, he may not go home. Like, sir, go sleep in your bed, please.
yeah, I don't think he needs cookies to be clingy.
I'm
That's
saying
just
he's staying around, and this woman clearly has no affection to him, and he just now realizing, and he still thought there was something in the kiss.
he still thinks there's something in the kiss.
That's what I'm saying. So he give me stage 3-ish. Okay, the hobby was women. Okay, it's not. No, the hobby. That's what I said. The hobby was women. Yeah. Did I say
Yeah,
hobby? Okay, so
yeah,
I was right there. So there we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
He don't need. We'll get to Aaron J. He don't need cookies to be clingy. He just needs attention, and you could just rub his back, and he would be there. I'm sorry. I'm
I'll
sorry.
be there.
Hmm. Mhm, mhm.
Just look over your shoulder, girl.
You go nowhere. And especially since he says he's not doing stuff for reciprocity. So even, and I feel sorry for him, even a crumb of attention or a crumb of reciprocity would seem like an overture.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, but we'll get to them.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
yeah, Millie will be taken by somebody who's a real player. Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
for sure. And not saying that Greg is not. Greg is being on his best behavior right now. I think he does kind of like her and wants to do some different things. But I see it in Greg. He could be that. He could be just playing around with us to try to throw us off scent. I don't really know. You know, I don't know yet. I got to keep my eye on him. He's not off my radar just yet. Even though Millie is showing out for the couple, he ain't off my radar. We got to keep an eye on him. Anyways, any other thoughts before we shift it? Get that roundup
Um,
out of here.
yeah, they had said that Greg was in the doghouse because of this. I don't think this is a doghouse infraction.
Child, for everything it seemed with Millie is a doghouse infraction. Millie is like one of them people that be looking for reasons not to tip.
Oh,
That's the glass half empty type people. And we never just gonna fill it up. We never gonna pour into it. We just always gonna keep knocking it over and say it's not right for us. That's what she gives me. I think that's why he's in the doghouse. Because the most of the time when I did my notes, there was like two conversations that we got to get from the men and theirs. It was basically Aaron J and Greg and Millie. But all the whole time when the women's deliberation, it was all about Millie and how she felt about Greg not paying attention to her. It's nothing he did right. If we didn't get one question, oh, he got this one right. We both got this right. Oh, I can't believe he would have answered that one when I thought it would be this one or whatever. It's nothing that she ever does. It's just always what he does wrong. So I just look at her like a person that's looking for a reason to take their money back from you. They wasn't planning on tipping in the first place. Now they looking for reasons. So she wasn't planning on giving you nothing in the first place, Greg. Let me just tell you that now, okay, in case you didn't know. And she found more reasons why she ain't gonna give it to you, okay? She said y'all ain't never gonna get close this way. It's all about the physical with you, and she want a mental connection. So therefore, you need to read the book of Millie. Good luck. Seems like a long book. It's a never-ending story there.
yeah,
Say
that was my only thing. It was like this is not a doghouse because I'm like, then there are some major things he can do. Then is he going to perpetually be in the doghouse? I just was like, save the doghouse for truly, serious infractions. As you said, I would have turned around that birthday thing. Well, since you know the month, I will be expecting that every day that month is treated like my birthday.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
You just got to make it bigger now. You go big, go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, shoot, starting on the first of the month, I get 31 days. I got 31 gifts coming. Hello. I don't know. So I had a conversation with somebody earlier, and it was a good point being made too that from jump though, you got to not let people play in your top. So you got to kind of let them know where you stand. So is it wrong for say? Now, I'm not saying she should have him in a doghouse, but she should definitely have him know how serious it is. And how do you handle that then? How do you have a person know how serious these infractions are to you?
You just tell him. Don't tell the girls and sit there in the corner. Tell him, say, hey, I really thought we were sharing, and and my birthday means a lot to me, and birthdays mean a lot. So, when you didn't remember the date, that really hurt me. And we kind of do a debrief of the whole game. So it's like, okay, just talk to him, tell him.
Well, if she talked to Jody, she would learn how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of judging Jody so hard, because Jody has a way of telling Aaron, listen, this is gonna keep you on a 90-day another 90-day probation. We just have to extend your probation for this mess up right here, brother. Because
Jody would be like, my birthday is really important. You forget it and we're done.
done.
Just talk to him. Just talk to him. He knows he messed up and now he's wallowing in it. He's like, okay, I didn't really fail, though I got it wrong. Now he's stewing and she's stewing, and it's like, just talk to each other and then move on.
Yeah. I don't know. It's rough out here for people. It's hard to get on parole. Every time you keep going up to the parole and they keep denying. I don't know what y'all gotta do. Okay, y'all can't do it on good behavior. You can't be on bad behavior. I don't know who behavior you gotta be on, but child, I don't know. At this point, y'all just might as well get a spoon and dig your way out, cause hey, y'all gonna be there as long as they got Escobar. Y'all might be in a hole in a minute. And shoot, I don't know if Aaron J done made his way to the hole. He ain't seeing nobody for a long time.
Now he's locked in there with his jailer. He ain't seeing nobody. He may prefer the doghouse.
At least you gotta look outside. You can't even look outside.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, poor guy. All right, moving on. All right. I figure out how I want to segue this. Okay, well, you know what? Let's F it. Let's go into Jody and Aaron J. They didn't want to tell us how many that they actually got right and who got the most out of this situation, but I'm feeling that they got it pretty much, because Aaron H was giving me a little jealous tease. Okay. He was getting a little jealous tease, and I was just like, okay, I see you, sis. I see you.
I see you.
Don't be mad at these people for talking. It's been 5 years. Y'all could have had good conversation in 5 years. Why y'all ain't had that good conversation? You talking about she go to church. That's the thing she like do in her spare time. That's a thing. That's a hobby of hers. Church.
Yeah. That's like woman for Greg.
Okay. I don't know. But yeah, Jody and Aaron. So go ahead, tell me your thoughts on these. The queen of dark.
I died laughing with him talking through the bathroom door.
I just thought of Sean.
Yes.
Sean in the chat. I thought of Sean when he moved away. He said, "Oh, she flushing the toilet." If you guys missed our whole back and forth, me and Sean had a hilarious back and forth. Was it Tuesday for the Oh yes. Oh, Sean, you haven't watched it yet, but when you see that scene, you're gonna die too, okay? You're gonna die laughing at that because it was hilarious, okay, boo? Like, seriously. Aaron J walked away. She flushed the toilet. He said, "Oh, you're flushing the toilet. I got to move over here."
I guess, it was all rainbows and sunshine. He couldn't tell from the outside what was going on inside. Right. And let's just say that Sean Unfiltered has a few, how can I say it, rules and regulations as far as speaking to your significant other, and bathroom activities. he strolled off. He's like, "Oh, she flushing. Let me go."
Right. It was just funny because he did come to the door. "Can I talk to you now?" She's like, "While I'm on the toilet?" In this not way, you know the cameras is following you. Please, sir, go away.
Right. Right. I
Now she
mean,
gotta hurry up and just cut it off and gotta cut it short.
maybe that was her worry of getting rid of him and the cameras. Like, if I flush, the sound guy's ears are going to be piercing and they'll just all walk away. It's like, give me a moment. You're already in the room with me. Now you want to be in the bathroom with me?
She wasn't even using the bathroom. She was just in there, just in there trying to get away. She like, well, shoot, let me act like I'm, because she flushed it kind of fast too. I was like, let me.
Let me just lay in this bathtub and have some peace.
He was trying to have a little personal getaway. He like, you followed me up here, my God, go away, Jesus. But no, because he was. I guess he was getting ready to take her on a date anyway. His surprise date that he had a line for her. And on top of it, he's been taking some surprise lessons, which I was like confused on how surprised when he goes, clearly almost everybody in the house knows that I'm taking these lessons. And I'm just like, half the house knows you taking these lessons. That I mean the whole house knows you taking these lessons. That means Jody knows you taking these lessons. So why are we acting with Chris? She's gonna go again. Shh. Just dance, boy. If she walk in, see you dancing good, hopefully she jump in. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, it was very nice of him to even try. And she was happier this time on this date. It did make up a little bit. She was happier. She said it's something for the both of us.
Yeah.
Brownie points went up. Then he went in for the kiss. Brownie points down. City boys down. Poor little Tink Tink. Wait, my girl. My poor baby, because she was just like kiss, and then the poor girl was like, no. I said, poor baby. Oh, my poor little Tink Tink. Oh, damn.
My first comment was, Alexa, play Let's Kiss and Say Goodbye. Because, oh my gosh, when he said, and this is the brilliance of editing, he said that was an amazing kiss. That was amazing. And then they panned to her, and she said, I feel nothing. Nothing at all. Whew.
I feel bad for them both. And here's why. Of course, Aaron J, the obvious. Aaron J is the obvious. You feel bad automatically because you've been moaning and ready to get this kiss off, something off with this lady, you know what I'm saying? And you finally get it. And you're on this high now. You're on this high. But the energy shifts so rapidly that you're left in confusion. You really don't know. And on the flip side, it's just like, if we are to believe that Jody does value their relationship, their friendship, it is a very tough place to be in to tell my friend that I've been trying to build something with that there's just nothing there for me. Like, I just don't see it happening. And coming from experience, I be feeling like it's really no right time, but you got to tell them. You got to tell them, because if you actually want to salvage at least the friendship of it all, it's just like, you know what? This just not working for me. This not going nowhere for me. And I was just like, sis, I know You don't want to hurt his feelings or anything, but the longer you hold out, the worse it's going to play out. So it's best to just go ahead and just pull him to the side ASAP and just be like, yeah, I've tried every angle, every corner, anything I possibly think of, and I'm just not receiving it from you. And it could be me. It could actually be me. I don't know what it is, but it ain't us. You gonna give a conversation, Elsit, or are you just gonna walk out and leave them?
I have had to be in the position of saying, I feel nothing, and there will be nothing further. And you just got to rip the Band-Aid off. Now, is that my dark attitude? Is that my, harsh New York, like, sorry, bruh, this ain't it. And in my instance, it was even way more embarrassing because it was New Year's, so there was fireworks around, but I felt no fireworks. And you got to tell them, like, yeah, sorry, bro, this ain't it. This ain't happening. But, nice.
What do we do now? Do we handshake? We hug it out? What we do? What do we do?
Nice try, but this ain't it, and this ain't gonna be it. But have had a wonderful time. Yeah. No. Let me head home. I gotta head home on the train. I'm gonna see you later. Maybe. So you just gotta tell them, and then based on the person, you gotta tell them in a way that is, I hate to say this, but we have to say it in a way that is safe, because some people cannot take rejection in that way. And the difference why I say that, and I was raised around guys, so if the gentleman wishes to leap, there are ways I can, handle that. But I've been fortunate enough not to have to do that. But you just gotta tell them. My thing is, it is exhausting for me to string you along and let you think. It's kind of like a stray thinking they're going to enter your house. Like, no, I can't have you thinking there is a chance. It's like, no, we need to depart so you can go find something, and I can go find what I need and be done there. I don't have any. That's the thing with Jody. It's like, is it for the show? Because I'd rather not prolong it. I would pull him into the bathroom so we could have a conversation. Like, hey, we need to talk.
Sorry. Part of me wants to say it's for the show, but then the also part goes back to the first episode that she said she likes the way he supports her. So I think it's more so of, I don't want to let one of my strongest supporters go, because then I don't have that backup, that reinforcement. So it's also that selfish intent that sometimes that we have with people, that we don't let them go. We don't release them when we should. Sometimes, and this is not talking outside of Jody and Aaron, sometimes that we go into relationships with this tunnel vision focus of what we want, and never pay attention to what the other person may want, need, or desire. And we'll try to make things work based off of our soul vision of what we want. And we hold ourselves and that other person hostage through it end up being a toxic relationship at the end, because our natures is naturally fighting because what we want is not being received by that other person, and nor are we giving them what they want. So we're just sitting here trying to fight this whole nature, instead of just letting it go and be like, you know what, there's somebody that is out there for me, to meet me where I'm at now, and let me let you go and find your happiness as well. And then some of us just got really bad egos, thinking that we are that person's happiness. even though we feel like we can do better, but we don't want to let them go because we are the best thing that they can ever have. Like, okay, I don't know. We gotta let that go too. But
Or is that
I just
positive self-image?
right. But I do agree with you. I do feel like the sooner the better. The sooner the better. We just go ahead and release both of ourselves back into where we need to be so we can move into the spaces that we want to move into, but also be still blessed at the end of the day. I just be feeling like, you hold on to people that is not your people, you end up getting bad karma later on. And if generally it might be with that person, but you wasted your time. Now you got to reset the world back to where it's supposed to be when you was just supposed to, I met you, you're not for me. Let me keep it pushing. I don't know why is it so hard for us to do that.
Because for many people, we're told not to treat people like they're disposable. And even though they're not, and we're not treating them like they're disposable, we're treating them like, I am not going to waste your time. I'm being respectful of your time. But sometimes people see it as it being disposable. It's like, okay, you meet so many people throughout the day, there's only a capacity for so much. So in the same way, in the same vein that you can only entertain certain people conversations, it's like, for me, the dating world is kind of like that. It's like, oh, nope. Oh, no, I'm not going to string you along. But if you have a possibility, it's like, okay, you have a possibility, of more. But if you don't, I'm going to tell you. But then again, I have free will of speech. I have free will of meaning. Everybody has free will. But I'm not afraid to say something to you, especially if it's a romantic or potential romantic partner. The way I say it may have to be different, but it is not a problem me saying it like, hey, Aaron J, this is not going to work out. The feelings that I was expecting from the kiss is just not there. And I don't see that we could build any further. I think we should just call it quits.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell him I feel nothing. He gonna see this later. But for right now, we gonna say what I was expecting was not there.
Mm-hmm. Lip Galore has a good point. I wonder if she told him and he just refused to give up on her. Now that was what happened in my case, and so they stayed around for 10 more years. That's on them. But
10 years?
Now I told y'all a story about the 10 years a friend I had or whatever, and I told them from jump, like your little brother, you this, that. I don't show them, child, I don't show them many relationships. Like, here's my man, meet them because we had worked together one time or whatever. At one point we was working together. So my man would pick me up and it's like, I want to meet your man. Okay, well, come meet my man. Because if you want to compare yourself to my man, well, come compare yourself to my man because y'all not in comparison. I need you to understand you are a friend. That's the only way I see you. And I was very up in front, but people like they like to be in delusion sometimes and, live and I can be a friend and hold out until one day.
Oh, you had a stage 10 clinger? Oh my God.
Listen, I knew what I had before we went there. That's why I was like, I can't go there with you. I can't go there with you. Okay. There's many things I want in this world, but a stalker is not one. So I was just afraid that, and I'm not trying to talk funny or be funny. This is really how I thought. I was afraid that if we actually went there, I would, and I just knew in my head deep down, I would not be able to give you what you're looking for the way you're looking for it. So in all fairness, I'm not going to be good to you. I know me because of how clingy you are. I'm going to cheat on you. That's the weirdest thing. Like, I just know me that I'm not going to be right for you. And I'm trying to save you that heartache, but I guess they wanted to go through it. I just couldn't do it. I probably should have. I probably would have had a better outcome than some of these other fools I messed with in the meantime. I couldn't.
Everybody but you.
I think that was what pissed him off too. It's like when I finally got out the last one, he was like, So you still not gonna give me a shot after that? Like, really? Like, yeah, really, sir. Even after that, because after that, I really can't give anything a shot. I need a break. I need a break.
See, you're wonderful in that you even entertain speaking to him. But you see, I'm a little different in that instance, I need to show you that I'll wild out more than any wilding out you could possibly think of.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you wouldn't even think twice about walking around the corner and away from me. So, yeah. See, I need you to know, you know what the old people used to see? I need you to see that my crazy out crazies you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did she sell Aaron? You know, some people can create a story in their head. Maybe Aaron J heard sex therapist and he sold himself spicy. Because
Yeah.
I could tell a few people, there may be some of us in the chat who may see sex therapists and think, oh, we could go places I've never been before.
I think Jody sold him something, but he sold himself the dream. Don't we need not act like men can't be a little delulu too. Now I know y'all men love to believe, you know what I'm saying, that y'all can sell water to a well and all this stuff like that, but sometimes y'all be buying ice in the middle of winter and trying to trying to resell it, okay? And you know, when she's growing into love with you.
I can change her. I can change her.
All them men was trying to turn the hoe into a housewife. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to add them extra letters on there. I just might be.
She can change for me. You know, a reformed player.
When y'all thought y'all was gonna give her a baby, and she kept running them streets and left you with it.
I know some of them.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out some scenarios. I don't know nobody like this, but I'm just saying. When y'all try to hit that trap baby and you end up with one trapped.
Yeah, he could have told himself, you know, more. You know how you're talking to someone. Think of it as you said, you began this with high school vibes. So you start with high school vibes and you're like on the phone all the time, talking online. Now you're FaceTiming and everything is wonderful and peachy till you meet. And you're like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
But we did see that one honest thing is that they did connect on the artistry. So they, were, not misleading us about their love of, the art and the process of bringing a concept together.
Mm-hmm.
But we only saw one outfit.
We didn't have enough time to change in between the kiss. It was getting too hot and steamy in there for a person. Man, her face right after that kiss, though, I was like, oh, cameraman, why are y'all zoomed in? Why y'all right here? Why y'all right here? Ah! She had to regather her thoughts. She was like, oh, y'all still filming. Ah, shit. She tried to smile real quick. Yeah, we got to recognize when we are great friends only. So I don't know. I don't know.
She looked at the photographer after that kiss like, okay, wardrobe change. She's like, help get me out of here. Get me out of here.
I thought we was getting somewhere in the kiss. It looked like it was passionate until it stopped.
The only smoke was from that smoke machine.
But I was like, she biting on lip back and everything like this, and I don't know. I do feel like it was still unwanted for her, even though I don't know what she wants him to do. This is my problem with this whole back and forth between the two of them because it's like he has no time. How do I sit here and stay in the mood but ask you, can I kiss you? Okay, cats is tearing up the house. I don't know what's happening out there. Um, I'm hearing about it. Like, yeah, somebody's trying to jump on a package they ain't supposed to be on.
Because
I
if he gave her the option and said, "Come here," would she come here?
I was wondering if you just take her chin and you do this little thing, you point it in her direction, and you give her enough, will she follow through? Because I mean, she did follow through on the kiss. She didn't immediately pull away from the
Right,
kiss. It
right.
seemed like I know she didn't want it initially, but it seemed like she just like, okay, let me let it happen. And then afterwards, it's like it's nothing. So I'm like, are you just saying it's nothing? Just to say it's nothing? Do you actually mean it's really nothing? Like, are you still trying to hold on to this tough role or what? Or what are we doing?
What we not doing is really kissing each other.
Ugh.
Like, okay, let me get this over with because only her lips were moving. Her neck was not moving with it. And she was like, let's have this happen and let's see if I feel anything, but I feel nothing. It's like, oh my God.
Well, it's too early in the game, so I'm just gonna have to say pack it up.
I want to see the car ride home because the car ride there was quiet. I would have liked to see the car ride back to the house. That would have made it hilarious for me. Or maybe they changed it and we were seeing it in reverse.
That's what I was trying to figure out too, because it seemed like it wasn't until they got in the house that her attitude changed.
Right.
It seemed like she was okay after, like at least enough for him to feel like they were still cool up until they got right in the house, and then her attitude changed. I was curious on that part too. Like, why did your attitude just change, or was it changed from the time the shoot was done? Yeah, I'm
Makes
gonna need
sense.
her. I don't. And then here's my catch 22 on where she's at too, because she nags, and I'm gonna use the word nag because you overshare, you over talk to him about every little thing. And I'm not gonna say she nagged in that last thing because if she feels uncomfortable with somebody kissing her out of sleep, I gotta respect that. But everything, every problem that you've ever had with him, you've expressed it, and I have not literally heard you express anything that you like of him. That's a problem. So now where we in the space where you don't like something else of him, now you can't tell him because that's all you ever do is just criticize him on everything that he does wrong. You never give him what he does right, where it's balanced anything to make him feel like, okay, I should stay in this lane of doing these things and take a little bit more time venturing into this lane. Of all times, you don't tell him now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the she doesn't want to be a man eater, but the man eater would tell him and he would be gone or she would be gone. I know she wants to try something different, but this may not be the man for that. I just feel, the underlining current for me with Aaron J is that he is using his time away from his kid for this. And I think it's unfair to all parties involved.
Mm-hmm.
Just let him go. You like his artistry, you like this, you could be, a friend fan from a distance. Because she's in Chicago, he's in Atlanta. I would be like, you know what? You've already spent too much time away from your kid. I think this is not going to progress as you would like, but let's just part ways and just continue to chat and talk to each other.
Yeah. And I agree under the olive branches. She does need to just let him go. She need to let him go now so they can salvage the friendship.
Yeah.
But you can still have the friendship. You don't have to be romantic with him. I know he might not agree right away, but then that's if he wants to take his time to, get out his emotional side of his feelings on a romantic side of it, then let him take that time. But just free him. Let him be. Let him
Yeah.
go. And you know what's funny to me, because as you were saying that, she does need to practice being emotionally open with somebody, but you need to practice that with somebody that you're actually attracted to. I was just watching Think Like the Man this weekend, her character for me would be Megan Good's character in the movie, who was dealing with was it Ramon J? I can't remember his name or whatever, but was dealing with the player,
Yes.
because Megan Good character was more on the lines of a man eater too, but she got the heart of gold. She wants a relationship or whatever. You want an emotional connection with somebody, but you also need to have your practice with somebody that you're sexually attracted to, because that's actual real practice. That's actual where when you're having to withdraw and refrain from messing with somebody that you like, that's a different experience. It's a lot easier when I'm not attracted to you. I can sit here and ignore you all day and just have conversation with you all day. But when I actually feel something tingling on the inside and I have to tell myself, nah, sis, we gotta go in the house. You can't sleep next to me because child, when we
Can't.
really gotta make these decisions like this, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game, and then you'll actually feel how you can feel your growth in that moment too. You're not helping yourself grow in this condition. I know you want to practice being something different, but you still got to practice being something different with an actual real potential too. Because what if you get the results you want? Now you stuck with somebody you don't even want.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get the results and then tell them, well, I got what I needed out of this. Thank you. Bye. So that's still selfish at the end of it. So, ma'am, you need to let this man go. Tell him your truth. And yeah, pack it up. No more sex therapy on our screens for you, okay? Now I don't know if by now, because Millie is still here after calling people the B word and all this. I don't know if by now they like, listen, we can't lose no more couples or we ain't gonna have no more shows. So y'all better figure out how to make this thing.
My thing is, they have, shady production. I'm going to call it production shady. They have to be talking to each other in this house to be getting these answers on these questions. They have to be talking. There's no way you remember that from way back when. They are talking, they have been moments of talking. We're just not seeing it. Because all they're saying is like, oh, they weren't sharing the same room, but they weren't, in the hot tub or whatever, but they're having moments of speaking for them to be like neck and neck, like the second couple behind Shay and Josh that know the most about each other. Now, and here's the reason why they would remember stuff. Aaron J is really interested in her, and her player brain is storing and keeping the information. Her man eater brain is learning everything there is about him.
Well, her and Chris, like they said, are a lot alike and a lot in common. They just keeping they partner, as we see, around for the long haul relationship as they work on they hoish ways in the process. Hmm. Oh well, moving right along. Chris and Cynthia. They've been together for 3 months, but Chris has no clue. Somewhere in 2022, they got together. It's been too long for him, I guess. Been too long. Been too long without getting some, according to him and the friend, especially the friend. Child, with friends like these.
Bends, right?
Child, I didn't even write his name down. I was like, there's no need for me to try to remember this man's name at all. Don't even try to bring it up. El said, it's okay. We don't need to remember this man's name. We keep him on short-term notice.
Does he drive one as well?
I'm pretty sure he does, just for the fact of trying
Does
to
he
get women.
dangle the keys out? Okay, because he screams like he's one of
Hmm.
those.
Hmm.
Okay.
He screams like he's a fresh and fit
Mm,
avid watcher.
mm, mm.
Mm.
You know, for some ladies, he would look aesthetically pleasing, but then he opens his mouth. And Chris, why would you bring that friend? Chris, why would you bring that friend? Knowing
Just,
you're looking for a relationship. What did you say?
I'm about to say it's starting to give production pick the friends and not them. Production with all the interview of the friends too, because these friends is messy. Whew.
I was like, you do know he's looking for a relationship. All these things that he was saying, I'm like, Chris, this is your friend. And Sandia had a good response. She's like, this is his friend. I wonder how much influence he will have on Chris in the relationship. This is clearly the friend he in the club would get in the girls.
Hmm.
Clearly.
Clearly,
Tag team.
back again. We're gonna keep turning in. Oh, this is yin yang twins in the cup. Shh, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Yeah, they in there playing Shy Brother. You want to do Shy
Yep.
Brother tonight?
Right? It's like you go be a jerk. Good cop, bad cop. You go over there and be a jerk. I'm gonna get you away from that girl, and then I'm gonna get her a drink, and we gonna play this club all night.
We got this. Bad boys for life. My man said, you are not taking my wingman, Cynthia. You will not have him. I need my boy back in the club getting, because he helped me pull. All right.
Right,
When I'm with him, I ain't got to say nothing because they know my mouth is reckless. So they tell me to shut up.
right,
Why they do all the work?
right.
I just stand and look good. Like,
Because
like
when
I need my mouthpiece. Chris is the mouthpiece.
yes,
He's the beauty and Chris is the bronze. Like, he like, I need my man's in the club with me. This is sad.
right. It's kind of like, we outside the club. Okay, how we gonna play this? Well, how we gonna play this? It's like, oh no. Okay, we gonna play this club like this. Okay, but the friend is not Chris's wingman. Chris is his wingman. Because if you were truly my wingman, I'm telling you, I'm doing this show. I got this girl. We're thinking about going long term. You needed to support me in this way. So that told me, I was like, oh, the dynamic is Ben's.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ben's his wingman.
That's what I'm saying. He's the one with the mouth. He's got the gift of gab. So Chris can come in when we need conversation. When the girls need a little talking to, that's where Chris is good at. When the women are just looking at us, then I shine. I step forward, I shine. I say little. Chris steps in, says what it needs to be said, or whatever, gives me a good light. We leave out the club with
Oh,
something.
okay. It's giving Ben's for the bottles, Chris for the babes. Okay, got it.
Benz can't talk. I'm sorry. Benz is gonna cut it. He gonna mess up all games as soon as he open his mouth, okay? Because he coming in, he like, girl, I'm trying to smash what's good or not. You know what I'm saying? Ben's coming in raw and rugged. Chris is coming in with the finesse. Chris been sweet talking. You know how he tried to sit with Millie. Can you tell me why do you feel like I'm a B? You know what I'm saying? Chris, ma'am, I don't argue with women. I just don't do it. Okay. But if you want to holler at me, because I feel something here, I feel a little energy here. That's Chris. Chris is
Yes.
a smooth talker. These are a tag team duo for sure. and bids will not go down without his boy. He's like, married? What is this monogamy? What? That's stupid. Who does monogamy? You about to see me on Couples and Thruples next week, bro? Like, what is you talking about? That we don't do that.
Men
What?
don't cheat. We explore options.
What? Sheet? What is a sheet?
Oh, we
No
in these
sheet.
sheets. Oh, we talking about sheets.
Oh,
Okay.
we in the sheets. Oh, that's a sprint. That's a French spelling of cheat. Okay, all right. I thought you said cheat. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Now, if I was Cynthia, I would have to find out how close this boy is. Like, how close? How often are y'all out together?
Is this a Tuesday through Sunday?
I need to hang out with your boy because I need to see how your boy. If I hang out with your boy, I'm gonna know all I need to know.
Yes. But Sandia's friend played it well. She played it well as well. You know, Sandia listened, is like, oh, okay, I'm gonna file that in the storage cabinet. And the friend too gave a little bit, but then she realized, why am I engaging with this dude? Why am I engaging with him? It's like, mm-mm. I'm like, why would you bring your out of bounds friend? Why? That's that's the last friend you meet.
Last one. Shout out to Olive under the olive branches. Thank you for the super chat. It says Chris actually has a convincing talk game, but I can't. What he said about Sandia episode 1 out of my I can't get what he said about Sandia in episode 1 out of my head. So bye, Chris. Bye bye. Thank you again under the olive branches for the super chat. Yeah, this friend came and did no justice. If he thought, like he said, you take 3 steps forward, now you're 15 back. Okay, now you thanks to your friend, you're 15 back. All right, child. It was so bad. They said dear friend was like, let's just take this conversation outside, baby, because
Yeah.
let's pack it up. Let's pack it up. Chris over here, like, did I get good points from a friend to friend? Like, child, I'm gonna tell her what I feel later on. Let me just get this man up out of here, okay? The friend said, yeah. I'm gonna say whatever right now, but I'm about to call my friend as soon as I get up out this place and tell her, like, girl, look, watch yourself. I ain't saying he like his friend, but if he hanging around him and his friend is not shy on letting you know too much about him, actually, this brings me a good story back in the day. How my boyfriend got caught up by his best friend because his best friend was an a-hole just like this. Listen, sometimes you got to talk to the best friends, though. Sometimes the best friends will let you know. The best friends will be your lookout. They don't even know they're your lookout, but they be your lookout. Some of them just like to talk too damn much. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Okay, shout out to you, my brother. You cut me out of hard times. I appreciate you. You didn't know how much you showed me much love, respect. I look back, I might have been mad at the time and like this fucking idiot, but looking back, thank you, because I low key did like your boy a lot. Not every dude has an a-hole friend. I'm pretty sure they do. If they got friends, some of them ain't even got friends no more. They just like they cut everybody off. They don't want they don't want them problems. They might be the a-hole friend at the same time. They might have got cut off by everybody else.
Right.
They got no friends, but they got cut off.
So if they don't have a-hole friend, they probably were the a-hole friend. Okay. Okay.
Man, the ops, they do, but the best friend be the ops sometimes, man. They be some hate ass friends. Like, damn, you gotta pick your friends like you pick your fruit, okay? Shoot, if you want to hang with the rotten friends, guess what? I try to tell you, sometimes it's all fun and games when we be picking our friends and when they be doing the stuff to other people, we get the little key, ha ha, they real, my friend so real, my friend so real, and then your friend get real in front of cops. Start telling you all your business on the first 48.
Oh, golly.
Gotta choose better friends, man. Anywho, speaking of better friends, I wish Diamond
Mm.
I wish Diamond and Aaron could be a better friend to some of these people. And why is these two the bone collector? That's my first question. Okay. Y'all can answer down in the chat. Why are these two the bone collector? And then, shoot, I should have opened a thing so I could start a poll. Because I just want to know, do y'all feel like I feel? Now, this is how I feel. This may not be the truth. It could be the truth. I will never know. God would have to be the one that tells me because he the only one that's gonna read Diamond's heart. But I personally feel like between Diamond and Aaron H, that they want to make this seem like their relationship is the best in the house, and that they going around low key ruining other people's relationships. Because what was the purpose of telling Shay this bit of tidbit of information that she decided to tell her? And it was giving y'all jealous that these two people who've known each other for 12 years got most of the questions right. I mean, it's suspected they did get most of the questions right after 12 years. Hell, there was some easy things to remember. I done been through 12 birthdays with you at 10, according to Shay, because she took 2 years off. But I done been through some birthdays with you. I should know these type of things. We've had enough conversation to know these type of things. But I'm feeling like there's a little jealousy or something between Diamond and Aaron and the rest of these people in the house. Because why do y'all feel like y'all got to keep doing these little things? And out of the cold sisterhood, friendship, all of this stuff like that, like you don't know these people. You don't know Alexis. You don't know Shay. Why am I playing run tell that between these two people? I don't know. Y'all see it. Help me out.
So we don't know these people prior to today. Why are we believing them? Why are we believing people we just met 2-3 weeks ago that don't know our partner and don't know us? Talking to someone who has left the show, who didn't want to leave the show, so she's finding potentially a way to insert herself into the show. You already know that Shay has trust issues. You know that Josh had a kid in the midst of their relationship. So you know saying this is going to shake their foundation. You know this. Why would you say it? You have the nerve to tell Shay, don't say anything because you don't have proof.
Well,
Wait a minute. What could you do the same? You have no proof. Could you just hush? Keep it together. Write it down. Since you said your hobby is writing, write it down and close the book. But you're telling her, don't say nothing. You can't say anything. You don't have proof. Why did you open your mouth? Why'd you open your mouth? Because if someone came back to talk about either you or Aaron H, you would be after the messenger. So again, everybody needs to stay out of everybody's business. Don't be carrying bones and then spilling it on the ground trying to read a message off the bones. I was just so upset with Diamond in this instance. And then, Josh for telling on himself. Because you heard Josh and his upset telling on himself. If I did it, you wouldn't have heard nothing. I wouldn't have said nothing. You wouldn't know nothing. It's like, ooh, Josh, wrong thing to say. Wrong thing to say, brother. But yeah, Diamond should have just stayed out of it. If you heard from Alexis, you heard from Alexis and leave it alone. but you want to bring drama. So when she started this whole show saying she's not a girl's girl, I can see you're not a girl's girl. Because a girl's girl would never have told Shay that. Because again, you have no proof. It's all hearsay. Sorry, go ahead.
The girl's girl would have went to Aaron because I know how messy my man is, and let him go talk to Josh and see what information he got, and so we could pillow talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Let us have our little pillow talk. But however, I do agree. If you didn't want the secret to get out, you shouldn't have passed the secret off in the first place. You should have left that between you and Alexis. Black girl, I know you didn't. Like what? Say what now? Okay. Crazy. Whatever the case may be. But you didn't. You hear this girl constantly, and I know Shay does not said. She said this several times on the show alone, and not just in confessional. She has trust issues. Then you sat in front of this lady and she told you the whole story about how he got his roommate pregnant. And she dealt with that. So you thought it was in the best interest to tell her, of all people, this story that you heard from Alexis, not knowing if it's true or not yourself. And then be like, don't tell nobody, don't say nothing because you don't have proof. Child, don't tell me not to say nothing to my man. If you want me not to say something to my man, tell me that we planning a surprise party for him. Give me something nice that I'm not supposed to tell him about so I can glow on that. But you want me to sit on negative energy? Bam, bam, you good, mama? You want me to sit on negative energy and not say anything? This is why I can't go through a phone, because I can't sit on the. If I find something, I've got to wake you up right there. I can't go through a phone. I am the wrong person. I'll let you know now. I'll let you know right now. Don't tell me any information that is negative and I'm supposed to sit on it, because the longer I sit on it, the more thoughts I'm having on why this thing is a whole problem, and I'm thinking of more. What is it? The thoughts that I'm actually having. It's more. Non-trusting thoughts.
Doing.
Oh yeah. I got trust issues already. So my thoughts, none of them about to be trustworthy at the end of this. I can't even trust myself with these thoughts. So I got to get this off my chest. So I don't even understand. And again, like this had to happen night one. Like you said, real talk. This had to happen night one. But you've been talking to Alexis all this time, and now she just decides to tell you this. Or how long have you been sitting on this information? See, I just be having so many questions by the end of it all, because it's not making no sense. And it's more questions like, why are you telling me this? What is your goal?
It's not only her goal in this. It's like in the whole story. So Alexis says that. And we saw the video of, Alexis and I guess Shay were sharing a room. And of course, Josh was there with Shay. They're all laughing, talking, whatever, over the evening. And apparently, I guess Shay went to sleep. And then Alexis thought Josh was going to stay. And she offered to participate. Because apparently he's like, it ain't, if the homie can't get some. How do we do this? We don't know each other. How are we offering to be included in a threesome of it all? And it's like, that kind of screaming I was side-eyeing that story.
But that story must be somewhat true. Because Shay didn't deny none of that part of the story, because Shay was included on parts of that story.
Right.
That they were talking or whatnot. But Shay is like, yeah, I went to sleep and then I woke up and they weren't there. It's a story for members live only, but I'm just saying. You know, sometimes when the first one go to sleep. People ain't doing.
Yeah, that's a members live. That's
That's what it's giving. It's giving a members live.
I have I have a story to tell myself if we do members live.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna have to do a members live. We gotta take a note, put a pin on this. I just it's a lot going on to hear, but I'm gonna say this. Follow your gut. That's all I can tell you. Follow your gut. But when I say follow your gut, I'm not talking about in this moment of being irrational, panic, and embarrassed, because of course this is somebody else telling you. It's not you finding out. So it's a little bit more embarrassment when somebody else has to tell you what your man been out here doing. But sit on it. And it gives me that she kind of sat on it. And I always do this. If I sit and ask you a question and I come back and I ask you the same question, that's generally because it didn't sit well on me the first time. And I'm not talking about back to back. When I come back to you a day or two later and I ask you the same question, and I might even reword it a little bit, but it come back, it's just because something didn't sit well. And when something don't sit well by your answer, my gut is telling me I need to go ahead and pack it up and do what I got to do. Now I get why she has the trust issues. Again, you sat here and had a whole roommate situation that turned into a baby mama within the 12 years, and we still haven't explained that. So I don't think that was fully flushed out to even be in a position where I feel I could trust you with the next thing. So it's easy for, even if this is true, or even if, we want to just justify Diamond as being a good homegirl and telling her it was never going to sit well because she hasn't got the reassurance and the peace from the last situation that she needed to even handle this situation with care. It's re-triggering that whole thing all over again. And now she's looking at it. I've been hurt twice by this man. So I don't know. She's going to have to do what her gut tells her to do and move on out the situation, I guess. Or, whatever her gut tells her to do, actually. I don't know. I don't know if I believe Josh. I don't know if I believe Alexis. I believe Diamond is a whole messy fool out here for doing this or whatever, and then sitting in the middle of it. At least listen, I give her that credit. At least she gonna stand on her business. Like, okay, I was the one who said don't tell. I also told her what was said, but let me be here. But then she also back talking about just hear him out. He right here. Why would he do that? I'm like, girl, why don't you go ask your man why he won't answer the question about the proposal? Why he won't talk about that? Because he flat out said, I'm not talking about that, and we moved on. So
she did say just sleep on it. How long has she been sleeping on this?
This shit, now I gotta ask Diamond how long you been sleeping on it. You want me to sleep on it?
Right.
How long you been sleeping on this?
But don't tell anybody something if you're not ready for their reaction. Don't tell anybody. And since you don't know the people in this house, the best way would be to counsel her and say, are you asking him the right questions? Y'all are getting all these, answers, to these therapy questions correct. How are you building trust?
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to build trust with you in Florida, him in Tennessee? That kind of stuff, because, as Jay Say So said in the chat, anything done in the dark will come to light.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to be the bearer of the news, because that's what I thought. I thought, in a question of real life, if you receive information, about a friend's significant other, are you going to run tell? Are you going to run tell? I'm not telling. I'm not judge, jury, or executioner. Now, we may end up at the same restaurant that I saw your significant other entertaining somebody else, and we may be seated in a position where you can see him or her, but I'm not telling you. I may help you see for yourself, but I'm not telling you. That's on you. That's on you and your relationship. I'm not getting involved, because the thing that happens, just like Diamond and Aaron H, is that they have a blow up, they have a little breakup, and then they forgive each other and they're back together. And now your friend is looking at you crazy because you done told about her man something she needed to know, but they look at you. I'm gonna put you in a position for you to find out. I'm not telling you.
Mimi T said, "Was she telling?" Excuse me. I'm assuming you're a lady, but they telling. They telling. Listen, it's a difference if I lay eyes on you and I have proof, or I can gather proof. I might, and it also depends on the relationship or friendship. Like best friend, yeah, I'm probably more inclined to be like, let me go ahead and hit you with some information, but then also know what type of best friend I have. If she's looking for the information to get out, or she wants to stay delusional and stay in, I might withhold it from her. So it depends on where they at in the relationship. If she just need a confirmation, like, yeah, girl, let me make this last move so I can be out. Oh, I got you, sis. We here. In this situation, I don't know none of y'all. I don't know what's going on with nothing or nothing. I'm just gonna mind my business. On top of it, I don't have the proof. I'm going off of a hearsay from something in my thing, what like somebody told me, and it's just more so I don't know. So if anything, I'll be looking for the information before I go spread it. I might have a little sit down with Josh and be like, "Yo, Alexa said, what's up?" and get a reaction from him or something. See, try to get a little some reaction or something like that. I don't know. I just don't want to sit here. I see you in happiness, and I just don't want to mess that up. I don't know what arrangement y'all got either. Y'all might have an open relationship policy. I don't know what type of arrangement y'all got. I'm just going to sit on this information. And on top of it, I wasn't privy to this whole interaction. So maybe if y'all got me, I feel like I'm on camera and they see me, then I might be like, yo, I got to tell you something, because, it's going to look weird. You're going to see me sitting in this room and I heard this with these people. But I'm not even on camera for none of this. I'm not even in the scene with y'all at none of this point right there. It's hearsay, she say to me. So it's going in one ear, going out the other. It's not my place to tell it. Hey, I'd be like, hey, you want to, because which Diamond actually says, she said she want to talk to you because she want to tell you something. That's all I'm telling you. That is all I'm telling you, is that, hey, Alexis said, reach out to her. She got something she want to tell you. Because that's the message that Diamond gave her in the first place. That's what she said before she proceeded to tell her all the things. It'd be like, hey, it's not my place. I don't know what she want to tell you, sis. I'll act like I don't even know what it is. I don't know what she want to tell you. She said old girl just said, holler at her. Give her a call when you can. I want to stay as much out of it as possible, because if it ain't true, you're not coming to me to blame me for it. If it is true, I ain't trying to see nobody get popped in front of my face for it. I ain't trying to be a witness. They hold you hostage as a witness. I'm good. I got things to do. Yeah, just leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. I'm not even sure if I'm forging a real friendship with you. I don't know you like that. So to me, it was just giving messy and jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, because my thought was, you could have just said, "Hey, I have Alexis's number. She, couldn't get yours when she left. She said to share it with you and contact her. She want to keep up with the group or whatever. Or she misses talking to you. Y'all were roommates, whatever. But I am not telling you what she said. Not happening. I'm not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Now, Josh didn't say, what threesomes was on the list of things that Josh wanted to do. It wasn't said something that he has done, because the question was, what is something you want to do that you haven't done? Now, that is a good point too, though, that is on his list. But he also said in that moment where he was talking to Shay that they had talked about it, and he was like, well, I know Shay is not going to do it. So it's something that he wants to do, but he also knows that Shay is not going to be down for it. Now, does that negate for him going out and stepping off on somebody? No. but I could see him trying to arrange the threesome of it all, and then when it didn't work out, it's just what it is or whatever. Now, the back and forth is truly, did he go out there and try to propose in a decent proposal, or was he really just trying to look out for Shay's rest, her beauty sleep, and stop Alexis from talking so loud around her? I that I don't know. I don't know. That part I don't know.
But this after the dust up with Dom?
This so she's in the stuff that she had the dust up with Dom in though. So it must be when Dom left.
Right. That's what I thought. It must have been the night that Dom was, at the hotel after the whole dust up. It's like I just and no, of course, judgment is, but I just wouldn't have been so open with people I just met, and especially there are cameras around. So that's where I'm like, heeing and hawing. It's like Alexis just met these people. Why would she be, offering to, join in their activity?
It's easier sometimes with people you don't know, with strangers. But I mean, was she asking to join in? Was it just a conversation that they was randomly having about what? You know what I'm saying? That's to be honest with you, it's neither here nor there for me on what the whole conversation was. It is, sir, did you go in that hallway and try to do the nasty with her? And ma'am, you had followed him in the hallway. So what was both y'all end goal, to be honest with you? Because it's given at this point, he could have easily well did it and she agreed to it, but now she wants to try to put it all on him as if he just proposed something and she didn't do anything to make herself look better. There's also that possibility too. So I don't trust neither one of these people. I'm not mad at Shay for having the trust issues with it all. I'm really like, Diamond, why would you think she gonna sit on that? And then I'll be looking at both Josh and Alexis sideways, like I ain't trusting neither one of y'all because I feel like y'all both did something, to be honest with you, and now y'all both want to lie about it. That's how I feel. She's 12 years invested, though. I don't know what she's gonna do. And I know when people like to say, "Oh, I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't have told you this much or whatever." Like she said, sometimes you just clearing your path. So you just be setting it up. So I told you. Why would I tell you? That's.
It's like now you've got to calm the fire and the storm that you have just set off. I wouldn't have said anything.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't have said anything at all. It would have just been like, "Hey, Alexis says she wants to catch up with you. Here's her
Mm-hmm.
number.
Yeah,
Bye."
that's it. She said she want to talk to you.
But it's like it's the thriving in the mess of it all. Because I would also warn Shay and Josh, remember the stir it up about, Aaron J and oh gosh, Jody. And then y'all all four went off to the boom boom area and didn't even eat the dinner. It's like it seems like your friends
Mm-hmm.
will turn on you and make you go off too. It's like don't think y'all are just friends and friendly and got your back. Look what got your back is getting you.
Got y'all back to back. They just want y'all up out that boom boom room so they can slide up in there. Now they got y'all out. Oh
Right.
well, hmm. Equal opportunity, I guess. So everybody can get this. Everybody can get backstab. Game of Thrones. Woohoo!
Everybody.
And we're back.
You either win or you perish. Okay?
Child. All right. Well, if y'all want a little get back, just ask them in front of everybody. So why you propose to a whole nother lady when you got this beautiful fine queen right here? They wouldn't put me in the house. I'm too petty. I'm too petty because I'd be like, so you wanted to mess up my stuff, huh? You want wrong with me? Huh? That what you want to do? All right. No worries. No worries, my friends. No worries. I got this. So let's talk about some things, okay? Where is her ring?
And where's that other woman now? Where is she
Oh, yeah.
now? Because if she's still at the same church you're going to, you got to change churches.
Man.
Oh, we gonna air all your laundry out.
Yeah.
And anyway, where you get your mani pedis?
Since we all getting business aired out, let's go. Let's go. Round table it up, bitch. F this. Since everybody getting exposed, this is what we doing tonight. Okay, we playing a game of exposure. Let's go. I look, I did it so smooth too. I brought a new game. You guys know how we like games in this house.
Town house meeting.
We playing a game tonight. Okay, I got a couple of questions. We're gonna play Never Have I Ever. Never have I ever proposed to somebody and put it on Facebook. Your hand, you should have a finger down, my guy. You should have a finger down. Woo, let's do another one. I'm playing some games. We going in. You, my guy, should have a finger. Yeah, there you go. Put it down. Thank you. Does anybody want to discuss any of the questions that we had tonight?
Because Shay looks like a good one for that one. Shay looks like a good. What are we doing? Because now y'all got me pissed off and I ain't cleaning a single thing. What we're going to do is clean out these rumor mills. Let's go.
Let's go. Since y'all want to have phone calls and telephone conversations about my man and what he doing while I'm sleeping, let's do this. Y'all wanted a TV show, right? Get them cameras rolling. Let's go. We in this thing for real. I was over here, I got a little bubble over here, my little fairy tale land and stuff, getting my oosh kash kabosh. And yeah, here you go, want to ruin my stuff. All right. I can't get no sleep, so you can't get no sleep.
Let's get it. Oh, let's get it.
Let's get ready to rumble. We're going in tonight. We're going to pull an all-nighter, guys. Let's go. I hope you guys are rested because I'm up. I had 2 Red Bulls back to back. Let's go. I got wings for sure. I'm up. Let's go. So yeah, it would have been rough. It would have been a rough night for everybody. It wouldn't been no boom boom room. Y'all wouldn't run to the boom boom room. Every room you try to go to, I'm following. This conversation is not done. We're not done. Not.
Oh, it would have been boom boom room for a whole other reason.
This is true too. She has been getting the boom boom from every all night or whatever, stuff like that. So like, when did he have time? I mean, I know he fell asleep and you woke up, but how long was you asleep though? You could have been asleep for like 5 whole minutes and then popped up.
It don't take long in the hallway.
In the hallway? Who else is going? How small is this hallway? I need the camera people to just walk down the hallway one time for us to let us know, because ain't no way I'm about to do anything in an open hallway too.
But it's a hallway with a house full of strangers.
That's what I'm saying. It's an open hallway. Why would I be getting it in the hallway?
There are no cameras in the
hallway.
But there are no cameras in the bathroom.
That's what I'm saying. That's a more likely space to be in, is the bathroom. I'm gonna be in the hallway where I could potentially get caught by passerbyers.
There are no cameras on the side of the house.
Well, I don't know that. It might be some outdoor cameras, but it's no cameras in the bathroom, clearly, because Jody was up in there. There's no cameras in the closets. I'm pretty sure there's a few places in the hallway.
Right.
Hell, if you really want to be all extra about it, just go get a jacuzzi.
No, there are cameras there.
but not in it. I gotta know what you're doing. No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, what were y'all in the Boom Boom Lagoon? Like, where is that? Is that the hallway? Because I just want to know which hallway was it.
Not the Boom Boom Lagoon. Oh my God.
I don't know. It's a lot going on. So I guess we'll get back to it next episode. On what we doing. What we doing there. Mm, mm. You know,
Yeah, because next week women are bad decision makers.
I could have told you that Chris was giving Chris vibes. And you know what I'm talking about. Women are too emotional to be head of household at this place. I don't know. Clearly, he's not wise enough to choose better friends to come on. So I don't know. I don't know what category he falls under. And now that we can identify as whatever we want these days, he may be identifying as male. However, according to his logic, he's not really acting in the category of male because he's had some poor decision making going on since we've been here. So I really don't know. Sometimes you should be careful of the things you say, because sometimes they come back and they don't work in your favor. Chris did give good advice to young Aaron. We did not talk about that, but I did actually feel like, what's the funny thing about these people? They give good advice to other people, but I think they deaf when they talk. I hear no evil, but I speak it. Because Millie was giving some sound advice to places and all this too. It's just these people don't listen to some of the advice that they give. It's just kind of interesting. I don't know. Maybe now that they said it out loud, they watch it back and they like, oh, I was said that was smart of me. I should listen to that.
So I wonder if he's including the women who choose him. Because he's not a smart decision.
I like that.
So he's telling on himself.
He like, listen, if you choose me and my boy, whoo, I can't trust. Ooh, I can't trust your decision making, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
What I did like with Chris talking to Aaron J is that Chris has the most congenial relationship with Jody.
Mm-hmm.
And though he's not trying to tell Aaron J what to do, he is telling him, hey, dude, you're really good. You're attentive. You're going above and beyond because you really like this girl. And Chris is helping Aaron J kind of get there on his own. It's like, okay, so what is she doing? How is she reciprocating? Because you deserve a lot. So when Aaron J turns around, it's like, I'm not doing this for reciprocation. He's like, yeah, but Chris is like, yeah, but there has to be some level of respect.
But you are doing it for some sort of reciprocation, though, because let's be honest, Aaron J, you do want some validity. You want some, and you also want more affection from her. So you're doing it for something. You're trying to get closer to her. However, she's blocking you at every turn. So we do have to wake up one day and just realize all my efforts are going in vain. And it's not because I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing it for the wrong person. And it was good to hear Aaron actually acknowledge that, like, and I think he did in the most respectful way, because of course he is still, good. He's good friends with Jody. We just gonna cross that. He is good friends with Jody, and he's like, you know what? As much as I like that girl, she just she not picking up what you putting down, sir. She just not picking it up. And so I would tell you, from this perspective, yeah, keep following her. But I can also tell you from this perspective, because we are one of the same, she not gonna realize nothing you doing. She not gonna appreciate anything that you're doing. So just chalk it up, because I'm pretty sure that Chris has been in the same position that Jody is in with girls, namely possibly, and I'm not gonna technically say Sandia, but I think she's like borderline just off of that cusp. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure it's plenty of women that he's had doing things for him, and he's just like, yeah, you can do as much as you want. You're just not gonna get the results you want at the end of it.
Right.
And so, yeah, I think it was a good talk that he had. Chris needed to hear from somebody that does truly actually care about Jody. That's the one thing. It's not coming from, because see, Aaron H can say it all day, but he knows you don't like Jody.
Right.
It's different when I hear from somebody that actually likes this person and know it's coming from a good place. It's now coming from a good place. And that's what Aaron H is missing. It's like, you don't like this girl. So the more you keep trying to tell a person not to talk to this person, they gonna keep talking to that person because they just know that you don't like her. But if I feel indifferent, or if I don't have a care about her, or if I actually care about her, it hits different when you tell me, like, you know what, I see you doing all this stuff for my girl, but my girl, bruh, she just not there.
Right.
I got love for my girl. I know what she wants. She deserves. She do deserve a dude like you, but she just not there for you. That hit different. That does make a person wake up and say, you know what? Thank you. You right. Let me start really paying attention to what's going on here. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with these two, though. I'm curious.
But yeah, I liked how Chris spoke to him, and I like how he helped Aaron J guide himself to the realization, or just admitted to himself that, or say it out loud. Sometimes it hits different when you saying it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And to say it out loud, like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It ain't ideal, but I really like this girl. And I'm like, I really don't want to give up too soon. So Chris is his reasoning saying it's not too soon. It's just about the right time for you to make this analysis. Is this young lady giving you what you need in this relationship?
Mm-hmm.
And it also, confirmed, like, okay, I kicked you out the room, but it doesn't mean that, I don't have any cure for you.
And before we get completely out of here, because I do got to get up out of here,
Okay.
let's just put it in the full context. You've been talking to this woman, what, about 12 months now? 9 to 12 months, something like that, within a year. You've been talking to her all this time. Now, physically, we finally in front of each other, and I still don't feel the emotional connection. Because if I've been building up this emotional connection with you, this mental connection with you, possibly a spiritual connection, that shouldn't go away once I see you physical. That should actually intense a little bit, or at least maintain enough for me to still work on something. Now, unless you totally catfished the person, which I don't think you totally did, because y'all was having phone, like, video chats and all that stuff. So I don't think you totally catfished the person. There's nothing there. If you're not feeling the spark, or if you're not receiving the spark back, you know what I'm saying? You sending out a spark and it's not lighting, something's not happening there. It's time to tell yourself, whether it's to yourself or out loud, I'm playing myself at this point. I need to just chalk it up, because I'm doing everything I possibly can, and I'm not getting anywhere with this person. I keep getting hot and cold with this person. And at some point, you just have to put your dignity back intact and say, you know what? I can continue to waste my time over here and hope, like you all said, hope is a 4-letter word, hope for the best. Or I can just go ahead and release myself and be in position for the best. I don't know. You don't believe when she said she didn't feel the kiss? I have a little bit of doubt. I feel like she do want to play tough, but then that's gonna have her losing somebody on her. So that's on her too. If she want to play too tough, I don't know. She could be trying to tell herself she didn't feel nothing, and maybe what she's looking for is not just the sexual feeling. Maybe she's looking for something else. Maybe she wants this euphoric feeling. I don't know. So, I don't know exactly what Jody. That's the problem. Aaron doesn't know what Jody's looking for anymore, and it shouldn't be this difficult. It really shouldn't. So I would just say, just release her, let her get healed. If y'all meet back up again later on in life, great. Y'all both in the same position to try it all over again. Try. But just in the meantime, in between time, go find what's for you or be in position for it to find you. It's no need to keep holding yourselves held up in a situation that is just not going to benefit neither one of y'all in the long run. I just feel like it's not. With so many options in the world, as Benz likes to tell us that you need to explore your options, please. Be single and explore, my guy. Sow your royal oats. All right. Anyways, any last thoughts before I have you give last call?
We could do last call.
All right, let's do the last call, child, so I can go get these people their first call. Child, I'm already looking for a last call tonight. Woo! Let's go. 1:45. Hurry up and hit. Anyways, bless us with the last call, my child.
Oh wow! No, not you giving me the painful
Look,
blessing.
the communion.
Painful blessing. Wait a minute now.
The communion last call.
Since church is one of her hobbies.
Yeah, since church is a hobby.
Church is a hobby.
Wait, how am I put that in the song? Church is a I can't say stunt is a hobby no more. It's just church is a hobby.
Church is a hobby. So since church is the hobby of the evening, just do unto others as you would have them do unto you. How about that? Don't start, spreading rumors. Don't start talking about your neighbor, especially when you have no proof. So just, focus on your own relationship. That's it. Focus on your own relationship and stay out of other people's business, especially when you don't have proof.
Mind your business. Just mind your business. It has been a wonderful Friday night. I appreciate you all hanging out with us for another round of the Never Ever Mets. Season 1, episode 7. Child. If you're watching this on a replay, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Any of the questions that we asked tonight, please answer us. Let us know how we're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed the episode or not. We will be back with some more stuff coming soon. Don't worry. And again, we'll be here again next Friday for another quick cap of Never Ever Mets. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully, I don't know. But, at the end of the day, you just want to be like,
Where your sorry husband at?
Why you all up in my business? Why you all up in my business? Where your sorry husband at? All right. Anyways, happy Friday to y'all. Y'all be safe out there. We gonna catch y'all again on another round. All right. Love, peace.
T-shirt, you done left fingerprints and all. You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.